Our organization has incredible volunteer leaders and volunteer members, and they have helped us grow through the 100 years, been there for us, and we need to keep cultivating them as well. They're our lifeblood. Well, my overarching vision for ADEA is much the same as Dr. Nana Shahi's and the New Thinking for the New Century.
One of the projects I've been most excited about is our New Thinking for the New Century project. And part of that, as we celebrate our 100 years, is to look at what comes next. What foundation do we want to lay now for the next 100 years? And everyone really gave input. It was an opportunity to crowdsource all the ideas about what are existing challenges and what are new challenges for ADEA. And what we started to really focus on was recruitment and development of a diverse and talented pool of faculty, leadership development, and are we preparing our students for the future of collaborative practice?
ADEA has not merely existed for a century. It has given life to a community that is committed to the advancement of dentistry in practice and in learning. For 100 years, ADEA has nurtured leaders, supported its institutions, and served as the hub for stimulating connection, collaboration, development, and innovation. For 100 years, it thrived amidst the challenges within dentistry in the 1920s, which saw the lack of quality education in the dental schools. ADEA sustained despite the backdrop of the Great Depression, World War II, the Civil Rights Movement, the Vietnam War, and other conflicts in the 1990s and 2000s, and most recently, a global pandemic.
The members I get to work with have shown me what the true definition of resilience is. We have monthly town halls, and we started those right when the pandemic hit. Their clinic has been closed for so long. How am I gonna make sure the students get what they need to graduate in a timely manner? And yet they all pulled through. You can survive an amazing situation if you have the right support. And we provided them what they needed to survive and actually thrive.
In 1997, I was coming into AADS at a time of great uncertainty for dental education and dentistry in general. During the 1980s in particular, there had been difficult economic conditions that were impacting dental schools and parent institutions. The AIDS crisis had gotten underway, so all of the issues around infection control. And at the same time, there had been this legend growing in the media that because of community fluoride, because of fluoride rinse programs and commercials for toothpaste, that there was no future for dentistry. So moving from AADS to ADEA, the American Dental Education Association, was meant to recognize and promote the various communities that are in ADEA.
For 100 years, the ADEA community has exemplified resiliency and strength. It all began when Dr. William J. Guise did an assessment of dental schools in the United States and Canada and made a series of recommendations to improve education for students, which resulted in his seminal report in 1926. Dr. Guy's work fueled a critical collaboration in 1923 to form the American Association of Dental Schools, or as we know it today, ADEA. We are celebrating this 100-year milestone because the initial vision stood the test of time and continues to ensure future readiness for dental education and our learned profession.
It started publishing in 1936, and the greatest value that JDE has is advancing the scholarship of academic dentistry. It started as a quarterly journal. In 1935, the members of the Association of American Dental Schools saw a need for a scholarly publication where they could share their ideas, their research, their latest teaching methodologies. And it's been in continuous publication ever since. In the early 21st century, ADEA underwent a name change from AADS to ADEA, and in addition, the journal also underwent some transformations. It opened up to include allied dental education, advanced dental education, Additionally, it went online, which increased the scope and the availability of the articles much further than the print edition. Our faculty love it, our dental schools read it. Worldwide, the journal is read in many different countries. It's the premier journal for academic dentistry, and that's why it just has been successful for the past 80 plus years.
I look particularly at those who have come before me, and I see the impact that they have had. And you look across the names of the ADEA Geis Foundation, William J. Geis Awards Gala awardees since 2008, and you see this terrific group of people who have continued to grow, continued to make waves in improving dental education. And it's with great gratitude that I look to those people to learn from them and see the great things that they have contributed to oral health education.
I worked with the ADEA community to create the first ADEA Faculty Diversity Toolkit. One of the ADEA's greatest strengths to me is their volunteer members. There's no way that we could have captured or done the many things in diversity, equity, inclusion without such brilliant, not only brilliant, but giving and resourceful members. You can't have inclusion if people don't feel like they belong.
ADEA has done such an incredible job of creating an environment of belonging, regardless of what our backgrounds are, what type of education we're in, where we come from, that we all belong. We're all part of the fabric of oral health education.
Inclusion has been the name of the game, and I think the Allied Dental members and community very much appreciate that.
It was a very interesting, almost like framework to shift into when I first got involved on the national scale, that in a day-to-day dental school, they're our superiors, but here they want to learn from us. And that's really unique. You can really feel that you're valued and that your opinion matters, and you're speaking on behalf of dental students across the United States and Canada.
I wanted to run for the chair-elect position because I wanted to have the opportunity to open those doors for all underrepresented races and ethnicities. I wanted to represent us and make sure that we had a seat at the table and that we were going to be able to open those doors for access to education, to care, to all underserved communities.
I don't know what I would have done without ADEA, frankly, because ADEA is the voice of dental education, not only for the, for the field at large, but also for its members, and especially for new faculty in understanding what their roles are and how to do their work better.
Young faculty and students, I believe, could benefit most from being engaged in ADEA. I guess just the diverse opinions and the different types of people that are here, different types of people in age, ethnicity, where they are in their careers, different types of careers. So I mean, the number of people that are just here, from the staff to the leaders to different faculty, is just, I mean, I don't think you can get that type of experience anywhere else, and I think that's really valuable to see.
I've been engaged with ADEA in some service leadership for about a decade or more. And so I've just been able to grow and grow and grow. But it's not only those roles and those titles that I think ADEA gave me. I also think that the things that I learned around leadership, or the things that I learned around networking or communicating with people, all those things became my day-to-day activities or my day-to-day tools or my day-to-day skills that I use in either working with faculty at my school or working with my students at my school or working with colleagues across campus where I'm at.
I was interested in growing my leadership skills. I was interested in learning more about ADEA. And through the Leadership Institute, I was able to do that, being able to go to Capitol Hill and prepare to speak with our state legislators and talk about issues that are important to dental education and oral health, and understanding how all of that works. I think that was a really insightful experience.
The mentorship is key. I think having those that have more experience and more connections than you initially
can really help you grow and expand your horizons within dental education.
And so we at ADEA have provided them that opportunity to share resources with each other and solve each other's problems.
So ADEA gave me a platform to do a lot of things, which focused me on to how do I develop future servant leaders? How do I develop future authentic leaders in dental education in the profession of dentistry?
My goal was to elevate the stature and gain the respect of the other health professions of the role that dentistry plays. And I think that we, combined with all of the work of the other leaders, volunteer and leaders and the staff at ADEA, we were able to do that.
I think the single greatest value ADEA provides to its staff is the chance to make a positive difference in the lives of individuals and the dental education community at large. Working at ADEA gives us the opportunity to use our skills and knowledge to help others and to be a part of something bigger than ourselves. It's an incredibly rewarding experience and a great way to make a lasting contribution to society.
ADEA needs to tell its story. We need to make sure we have a brand and we're out there, whether it be in the US, in our communities, globally. We need to tell people all the good that we've done the past 100 years and what we plan on doing in the future.
The heart of ADEA is its dynamic community that has nurtured some amazing game changers. We recognize that an organization is only as great as the members it serves, and we are privileged to be part of a diverse and dynamic community of leaders who boldly demonstrate the creative power that drives advancements in dental education and inspires future generations of oral health professionals.
What better way to celebrate ADEA's long-standing legacy of excellence than by recognizing members of our community whose pivotal contributions epitomize excellence and whose innovations are actively shaping the future of dental education.
We are honored to introduce the President's Centennial Dental Faculty Award and the President's Centennial Allied Dental Faculty Award for impact on dental education. These distinguished awards were established as a one-time honor to two extraordinary members of our community who have significantly impacted educational practice and research and whose promise and potential are, in one word, truly visionary.
Let's learn more about these inspirational leaders and their accomplishments.
Ever since Michelle came to the University of Minnesota, the first thing that I noticed was just her immense passion, not only for dental hygiene, but for progressing our profession.
I think her passion and the motivation behind it really stems from the wanting to just keep on learning and having a student mentality throughout her professional career. And that's something I appreciate in the sense that it gives me an understanding that regardless of what degree you have or what graduation you walked on stage for, there's still much more learning to be had beyond just the didactic or clinical setting that we have here at the school.
So if you look at Michelle's work, it's expansive, to be honest. There is, over the last decade, there's just a tremendous amount of service, tremendous amount of reviewing papers, service towards ADEA as a leader, grants being funded, studies being done, several awards that she's already won. So it's just a very, very prolific just work by her and a body of work, just a deep commitment and dedication to oral health professions.
Because she's so passionate for dental hygiene and she has such an open communication and relationship with our students, she mentors our students not only to be good clinicians, but she mentors our students to really be forward-thinking.
I think the change she's inspiring or the change that she's motivating us here is really focusing on what your passions are and what you can do with them.
Because she's this researcher, she's this mentor, she's an advisor. Students who see her now can believe that they can be that same person. And so she's really shining a light on the opportunities that others can have in the future.
Everybody who works with Michelle, interacts with Michelle, really wants to do better. And that is really the driving force of how our profession, our students, are going to go forward in the future.
She wants me to do well for my sake and not for her, for her own name or whatnot. And I appreciate the fact that I can go to a person and get that confidence or nudge to keep going.
Michelle, just the biggest congratulations and kudos. What a great award to honor all the great work that you've done. You're such a dedicated faculty member and successful researcher. Your students love you. I love you. I thank you for all that you do, shining this light on yourself and the University of Minnesota. Congratulations.
I want to sincerely congratulate you on this wonderful honor and being recognized. And I am just so happy to be your colleague, your friend. I have grown so much as an educator and as a professional, being around you, being able to work with you on various projects. This is so very well deserved. And I have no words to say how extremely proud of you I am. And I look forward to all our projects and collaborations we have in the future. Congratulations.
I've had very few people that I know who work as hard as you, inside of the classroom, outside of the classroom, who are dedicated not only to inspiring students to do well on their exams, but also to become professionals that are distinguished among their peers in the field. I want to congratulate you on this award and let you know that your hard work is paying off.
I am honored to be selected as the Allied Dental Faculty for the 2023 ADEA President Centennial Award for Oral Health Education. I share this award with my past mentors, current mentors, colleagues, and students. I would like to thank two individuals who were instrumental in my development as a dental hygiene educator and researcher. First, I believe my success comes in part from the guidance and leadership I received from retired Professor Ann Gwazdak from the University of Michigan School of Dentistry. She mentored and role modeled the characteristics to be a game changer in dental hygiene education. I strive to demonstrate these same characteristics to develop the next generation of dental hygiene clinicians, educators, and researchers. Secondly, I would like to thank Dr. Hamle Wong, Collegiate Professor of Periodontics and Professor of Dentistry in the Department of Periodontics and Oral Medicine at the University of Michigan School of Dentistry. Dr. Wong provided me with opportunities that were invaluable to manage and coordinate faculty and residents' clinical trials. My experience working with Dr. Wong taught me the skill set to be the principal investigator of my own clinical trials, to investigate my research interest, and to advance the profession of dental hygiene. I would also like to thank my current mentors, Dr. Sheila Riggs and Dr. Christine Blue, my research assistant, Dana Paulson, and my blinded examiner, Dr. Yvette Reibel, at the University of Minnesota School of Dentistry. They have all played an important role in my success as an educator and a researcher. Lastly, I thank my dental hygiene colleagues across the nation and my past and current students. This award validates the time and effort put into my teaching, my research, and my student mentorship. Thank you.
As a game changer in dental academia and as our dean in the Office of Dental Education, Dr. Park is truly an inspirational leader, and she cares about excellence. Where she has really advanced the future of dental academics is she helped establish a Scholars in Leadership program here as a Pathways program to help develop young leaders, some of our students at the School of Dental Medicine, to embark on academic careers. So it really helps as an attraction to train the best and brightest in dentistry.
She really fosters students to develop their passion. And it's not just through becoming a good dentist, but becoming a good citizen of the school, a good citizens of a community, like really supporting their individual goals and aspirations career-wise. And I think that has been Dr. Park's highest success, is really tailoring the education towards the career goal each individual student has.
Dr. Park has always been someone who is willing to sit down and talk about whatever is concerning us. So I remember being, again, in my second year of dental school and really wondering what future I should proceed with. Like many dental students, I approached dental school assuming that private practice was going to be the ultimate goal. Since then, since I've been able to learn more about myself, learn more about the types of procedures I like to do, and learn more about the types of environments I like to work in, I've definitely decided to pursue perhaps academics in the future. Dr. Park has had no small role in that, definitely. She has opened my eyes to the role that people can take in not only students' lives, but colleagues' lives as well, in improving dentistry for the future.
One way that SANG has been innovative is creating a Master of Medical Science, or MMSC, in dental education. And the MMSC creates the opportunity to train the next generation of dental education leaders. And this is something that is not very common in dental schools, and something that has been sorely needed. SANG has been doing this for 20 years. She has been an Associate Dean of Dental Education for a good number of those years. She now sees individuals who were dental students at HSDM, or a couple of individuals who have returned to HSDM and are on our faculty. One aspect of her legacy, in addition to creating this MMSC in dental education, is the work that she has done with all of our pre-dental students, and then to hopefully have them follow in her pathway.
Dr. Park encourages us to think outside the box in approaching patient cases and patient situations. Not only that, she encourages us to maintain an inquisitive mindset in approaching dental education. So how we learn and how we do what we do is just as important as providing care to the patients.
When we saw that opportunity that came forth from ADEA on the Centennial Awards, and looking at a game changer in dental academia at our school, Dr. St. Park came to mind right away.
Absolutely. When Dean Ginobili shared the news that there was this opportunity, we immediately thought of Dr. Park. Dr. Park paves the way for current and emerging leaders by being very inclusive, by creating a collaborative environment where people can express their ideas and their projects, and then her role in mentoring the process of that particular idea or project or career to become something meaningful. I think that is the way she expresses herself as a mentor, as a leader.
Congratulations, Sang. You're an inspirational leader for us all at the Harvard School of Dental Medicine. Your kindness, your caring, and your inspirational leadership really has advanced the mission of the Harvard School of Dental Medicine. Congratulations on this Centennial Award.
Sang, congratulations on the ADEA Centennial Award. I couldn't think of anyone more deserving than yourself for your years of contribution and for making sure that dental education continues to take a prime place in dental schools around the country. Thank you so much for everything you do for us.
Congratulations, Dr. Park. Thank you so much for your guidance and your help over the years.
Sang, I wanted to wish you the hugest congratulations on this honor and award. It is so well deserved, and I'm so happy to see that not only are you getting the recognition within our own school, but on this national stage as well.
You have truly inspired me to pursue my passions in the future, and I'm very grateful. Harvard is very lucky to have you.
And I really look forward to seeing what you'll do in the next 20 years.
Being in academia, I feel blessed to express my passion for shaping the minds of the next generations of oral health scholars, practitioners, and pioneers. I'm Sang Park, and I love dental education. I'm grateful for the membership with ADEA, where together we bridge the traditional practice of the past with new ideas. I am truly humbled and honored by the very kind nominations and the generous review by the selection committee for this life-changing acknowledgement of my work and research. It has meaning for me that goes beyond words. This year's theme, Believe I'm Possible, is inspirational, and my mission to serve will be an impossible feat without the support and encouragement of my amazing mentors and colleagues at HSDM, our wonderful students and patients, and my loving family. Anything is possible, and I want to pay it forward as we push the boundaries of our thinking as leaders and challenge our beliefs to approach a transitioning dental profession. Here's looking forward to setting a monumental and meaningful path leading to the next 100 years.